At the end of the Civil War, Fort Davis was in ruins, and the territory from Texas to Arizona plagued by Indian raids. In 1866, Congress created regiments of African American soldiers, ultimately becoming the 9th and 10th Cavalry and the 24th and 25th Infantry. Under the command of white officers, these Buffalo soldiers rebuilt Fort Davis and assumed the dangerous task of regaining control of the area from the Indians. In 1879, disillusioned with the Indian Bureau system, Apache Chief Victorio jumped the Mescalero Reservation, leading as many as 60 warriors on a series of bloody raids in New Mexico. A formidable foe, Chief Victorio and his band were masters of guerrilla tactics, striking and disappearing quickly. Hotly pursued by Colonel Edward Hatch and the 9th Cavalry, Chief Victorio was twice forced to flee into Mexico. By April 1880, Chief Victorio continued to elude capture. With the help of Colonel Benjamin Henry Grierson and the 10th Cavalry from Texas, Hatch managed to disarm the Apaches still on the Mescalero Reservation. Grierson and the 10th marched back to Texas. In the meantime, Victorio attacked again. Once more, he was chased by the army back into Mexico. Grierson was convinced that Victorio and his band of renegades would strike next in Texas. Aware that Victorio had survived nearly a year of violent confrontation and relentless pursuit, Grierson devised a different strategy. With water scarce in the harsh terrain of the Trans-Pecos, Grierson set his troops to guard river crossings, mountain passes, and waterholes. As summer heated up, Victorio and his warriors would be denied access to the water they needed to survive. In July 1880, Victorio crossed into Texas. Realizing they would stop for water at Tinaja de las Palmas, Grierson raced to head off the Apache raiders. With only one officer, 6 troopers, and his teenaged son Robert, Grierson managed to drive Victorio back into Mexico once more. In early August, the Apaches crossed into Texas again. At 3 a.m. on August 5th, Grierson hurried his troops through a marathon 65-mile march in less than 21 hours to Rattlesnake Springs, just in time to prepare an ambush. The decisive fight and pursuit drove Victorio into Mexico for the last time. On October 14th, Mexican forces commanded by Colonel Joaquin Terrazas surrounded Victorio's camp and attacked. Victorio was killed. Most of his band was either killed or captured. With the end of the Victorio War, peace came to West Texas. In his final report, Grierson wrote,
"By disposition made of my small force and the genuine pluck and earnest activity of the troops, Victorio and his bold marauders were 3 times headed off, twice whipped, driven from their stronghold, and twice forced back into Mexico."
According to historian William Leakey, the real victors were the Buffalo soldiers of the 9th and 10th Cavalry. They had pursued and fought the great chief over thousands of blood-spattered miles in an unrelenting contest of courage, skill, endurance, and attrition.